Hey everybody, welcome to ABA Inside Track, the podcast that's like reading in your car, but safer. I'm your host, Robert Perry Cruz, and with me are my fabulous co-hosts.
You go first this time, Jackie.
I never go first. I actually am going second now because Rob already went first. My name is Jackie.
Fine, I'll go last. My name's Diana.
Last.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us for this fun preview episode. ABA Inside Track is a podcast where we talk about behavior analytic research, and in between our full-length discussion episodes, we have these little previews where we respond to people from our fan community, I guess you'd call it, or people who listen.
The virtual world.
And then let everyone know what articles we will be talking about so that you're able to get yourself a copy, read up on them, and then follow along with the full discussion. So our topic this week is going to be an extension from last week's episode on classroom management. And this
Which is sort of an extension of episode 21, the Good Behavior Game.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we're just extending all over the place.
This is actually going to be a very specific classroom management system called the Preschool Life Skills. And we're going to be reading 3 articles and discussing them. The first article is the progenitor article.
The OG article.
The OG article.
Just like Teen Mom OG.
Exactly.
What? Is that a
Just
show?
like Teen Mom OG.
Yeah. I watch it every Monday.
Oh, Lord.
I love how everyone's like, we got to get this preview episode done in 5 minutes. And then, hey, you want to talk about Teen Mom?
Sorry.
These are all 3 from the Journal of Applied Behavior Analysis. And the first article is Evaluation of a Class-Wide Teaching Program for Developing Preschool Life Skills by Hanley, Heel, Tiger, and Ingvarsson from 2007. The next article is Effects of Responding to a Name and Group Call on Preschoolers' Compliance by Beaulieu, Hanley, and Roberson. And then finally, our last article, Prevention of Problem Behavior by Teaching Functional Communication and Self-Control Skills to Preschoolers by Luczynski and Hanley from 2013. All of those will also be on our website at abainsidetrack.com. So I'm excited to talk about preschool life skills. It's super fun system for classroom
love
management.
this topic.
You really do. You're so passionate about it. I feel like if we were at like a dance club right now, you would be the guy that's got that like wah, wah, horn.
An air horn?
Yeah, on the dance floor.
Who has an air horn on a dance floor? That's
You've
a thing?
Obviously not been out.
I
in
don't
a while.
really know. Sorry.
I don't actually know.
That seems off-putting.
No, I think I actually only saw it in a movie. So
you
Who are we
also have
kidding?
not been out.
No, I haven't. I haven't been out in a long time. But I imagine people are like, like.
Do people still have pacifiers and like glow sticks?
That's like
I don't
rave.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
old.
thinking rave.
That's
I'm thinking
old.
Ibiza.
Ibiza.
I'm thinking like the island where you just party all the time. Ibiza. Then they have those horns, the fog horns. It's party time. Wah, wah. So Rob would
Preschool
have
life
those.
skills!
Yeah, but
Yep,
anyway,
okay. That's me.
that's Rob.
That sounds like me.
Totally, all the time, 24/7.
Beautiful. All right, so that's our topic for next week. In the meantime, let's get into our errata section, which is a section of the preview episodes where we let people write in and tell us what we got wrong. And usually, actually, people write nice things, so we've been sort of fortunate. And I feel like I've been saying that line for many episodes. I should probably change
Every
it
episode.
to something else. I just feel bad. I don't know. It's very weird to think of like, we're going to read things people wrote us that are nice. It's sort of like, ugh.
We're not doing that today.
We're not doing that today.
We're
Writing
not
things
doing that.
people wrote that they hated us.
No.
No.
Just acknowledging awesome things that people put recently on the ABA Inside Track Facebook page.
Yeah.
That sounds good. I like that. Let's do that.
Well, no, I do have an errata.
Oh, that's right. You do have an errata.
Errata.
So, a few people have pointed out to us that we spelled one of the keywords wrong in episode 31.
That's awesome.
Because we usually spell out the words. You guys will know how to spell it. Yeah, we spelled it wrong.
Where's doctors?
Yep. But it's okay. So, when you submit your keywords for episode 31, you can either spell the word wrong or correctly. Either way, we will accept it, and I am sorry for the inconvenience.
We realized it today when we were doing another code word for another episode, and we spelled that one wrong too.
Right.
But you won't know because we'll cut that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to fix that.
We're like, oh, that's
in
wrong.
post.
Yeah. I also want to apologize for the audio quality of our last preview episode, which was really, really low for some reason. So you might notice if you watched another episode where I try to show my pretty face, I'm talking into the microphone just in case because I was the worst offender. I apologize.
No
Sorry.
problem.
Oh, well.
You just gotta turn up it loud. Roll your windows down. That's awesome. Okay, so I have some things that I want to talk about. So I just figured out how to use Facebook, which is amazing.
You were told how to use.
I know.
You didn't figure it out.
Yay,
I know.
Jackie.
I was like, how does
We
everyone?
prompted you.
How is it that I can't see these visitor posts on our Facebook page? I'm like, do I not have access? And I was like, no, you just have to hit this one button. So now
Facebook hides them.
Yeah, they're
It's
hidden.
really hard
Yeah.
to see them.
But now I know how, so I was looking through all of them, and there was 2 that 3 actually, that I really love, so I wanted to highlight them. And they go back a little bit, May, because I just now realized how to do this.
We told you about some of these, and
yeah.
and you sort of were like, whoa.
Right.
Where it's out there in the
Yeah.
ether.
But now I'm going to, check it a lot. So one of them is from Beth Calbrazy Drago.
Hey, Beth.
Hey, Beth. And she said she was having a really bad day, and she was feeling the weight of the world. And then Rob started singing a remix of prompting version of a Tina Turner song, and it made her feel better. And she said thank you especially to Rob. So we were like, woo!
And I'm the guy. No one
Rob!
even remembers I'm on the
Right.
show most of the time, so I appreciate that, Beth. Thank you.
So
That
way
must
to
have been
go,
episode
Rob.
30.
Yay.
And then I also wanted to give a shout out to Jen Rosenblum, who wanted to see if her niece could do some of the tasks mentioned in the study from our problem-solving episode, where you just say name some animals, and she was 4 in August. And it was interesting that she would name one, and then she'd have to say, tell me some more.
Yeah.
And she'd name another one, tell me some more. And then she was staring at all of the animals in the room, but not saying them until later. So she was staring at the dog and saying, snake.
She posted a
little video,
too.
yeah.
So if you go to the
So
Facebook
that's
page,
super
Cute.
cute.
that's there.
And then finally, I'm real excited about this.
It's made your night.
This literally made my entire week. And my week hasn't even started yet. So nothing can be top this.
That's pretty awesome.
Somebody made Manvel Ter Pogason. I probably said your last name wrong. I'm sorry.
You probably did.
Yeah, I definitely did. I'm the worst.
Pogosian?
Oh, that sounds way better. But Manvel made a GIF of me.
GIF?
A GIF.
A GIF.
GIF?
We don't know. And then I was like, GIF? Come on now. You remember that song?
Yeah,
It was dip. Dip.
Oh.
Dip.
Put
dip.
your hand upon my hip.
Yeah.
When I dip, you dip,
Right.
you dip.
Ugh.
So
Yuck.
that's what I was singing. But he said possibly the best moment on at ABA Inside Track, beating the chicken food reference in the episode on pairing stimuli.
Which was episode 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
So then he made it, and he's looking, and it's like #2real, and he made a little gif of himself. And it's just my voice. And it's funny because I looked and I was like, oh, what's this video? And I pulled it. I'm like, that's my voice. So it really
Talking
made
about
my day.
gluten-free, casein-free diets.
Right. Giving kids autism.
Yeah.
So this made me very happy. So
That was
thanks.
way cool,
Yes,
man.
thank you, everybody. It is really amazing to go on the Facebook page and just be, we put up links to articles we think people will enjoy. Sometimes they're just for fun. Sometimes they're related to the field directly. And it is really funny that people would take the time to post something related to the content that we're producing.
Right.
So thank you so much. We always love seeing it. It really makes it worthwhile. I mean, this is a job that we do for fun mostly. But it is really reinforcing to us to see that, hey, somebody listened and then they responded to that accordingly. It's nice because we're such a small insular world, us BCBAs and behavior analysts. So it really does mean a lot that people would take a second to write something down or shoot us an email or
Right.
post on the Facebook
Or
page.
like us.
Or like
on
us on Facebook or write us iTunes reviews.
That
maybe?
too. But I'm probably going to watch this GIF because I don't know the correct way to say it. Oh, probably a million times. I'm not going to lie. I probably watched it a million times because I think it's so fun. So thanks. I am blushing.
Yeah. Well, that's all we got for
Yeah,
errata.
that's it.
Yeah,
all we
that's
got
all.
for errata this week. I did have one thing I wanted to talk very, very briefly about. It's related to data. And when is too much data a bad thing?
Rob has really been talking about this from right when I got here, and I got here
it
rather
struck me.
early today.
It struck me today, and so I went and saw Cars 3, the movie, the third one in the Cars trilogy. And I don't know how I feel about it. It was sort of an uncomfortable movie, but it was very much about the idea of getting old. And
the kids liked it.
And not be, I mean, he's 5, so he goes to a movie.
Are they trying to pull a
he's
Toy Story 3 with it?
No, Toy Story 3 was a very different.
Love that movie.
This was very...
That movie's awesome.
For a movie about animated cars that race around, it was a really just very matter of fact about the idea of you are getting old, Lightning McQueen. You can't race as fast as the other cars. You'll never be as fast as the other cars. You can't keep up anymore, and you physically can't do this job. And we're not particularly old folks, but it is one of those things that seems like the next generation of kids, quote unquote kids, are now adults, and you see them in the workplace, and it's sort of a reminder of like, oh, hey, yeah, I guess we are the older people now. And so it was really uncomfortable.
I don't feel old yet.
Being old. I don't usually feel old, but this movie made me feel really old. And all the new cars coming in, they used all this science and data, and they had statistics and all these simulators to train. And I thought it was going to be kind of like Rocky IV, the idea of like the big Russian guys using all this technology, but Rocky uses old American ingenuity, and that's how he wins the big fight. No, that wasn't it at all. It was, no, you have to use all this information. And just thinking about, oh, well, if these cars don't use all this information and use this specific data, then they can't race effectively anymore. And I just started thinking about how many sports and how many activities are really defined so much now by people just getting all this information, and you think, oh, that's great, you can learn so much from that information and then make improvements. But at some point, everyone is sort of just iterating on the exact same thing because we can all gather all this data about ourselves these days that we couldn't 2-3 years ago. And it just feels like when does it take out the spontaneity of a sport or an activity? Hot dog eating was something that people would just go do the Nathan's hot dog eating contest, and then Kobayashi, the hot dog eating champion, sort of figured out a system, and then everyone and he doubled the number of hot dogs people could eat. Then everyone copied that system, and you sort of just feel like we're going to hit a ceiling at some point where we have all this information.
We're never going to hit a hot dog eating ceiling.
Never? You physically can only eat so many hot dogs.
Yeah. You have not seen Uncle Buck's The Great Outdoors.
That's a steak eating contest.
Doesn't matter. Steak eating, hot dog, same thing.
But that was just a guy eating. That was just John Candy being a fat guy eating a lot of steak. Whereas this is sort of like I gotta figure out.
I know.
The ratio of steak bite to it gets less fun. There's just something about doing something and just like I'm gonna try to do this. And then at some point we think of data as this great thing, but I worry sometimes if we get too much information, does it take out sort of a spontaneity aspect of some of the activities that we've enjoyed in life? So Cars 3, everybody, really. Really thought-provoking film. So
you watch it and let us know. What do you think about Rob's quandary on too much data? Let us know on our Facebook page at abainsidetrack.com.
And again, too much data for things that are sort of, quote-unquote, they don't really matter. Like sports. Like they're just fun.
Sports matter.
Well, they matter in the sense that they're fun, but when everyone's using lots and lots of statistics, at some point, does it become... Does it change it? Does it become less exciting?
Yeah. We want to hear what you have to say. Mm-hmm. You. And you. You, Heather.
Okay. You're magic mirroring.
Yeah, I was. I was totally magic mirroring it.
All right. Well, thanks for letting me get that off my chest, everyone. It's really been bothering me.
I have to think on that.
Me too.
This is my outlook, my window to the world.
Outlet?
Outlet is the word.
Right.
Because I'm getting old and I can't use data to make good decisions about how to speak goods. And talk words.
You're not doing so good there.
All right, that's enough of this. Everybody, thank you so much for watching this preview episode. You can find us online on Twitter, Facebook, and at our website, abainsidetrack.com or abainsidetrack. And you can email us with your thoughts about Lightning McQueen and his aging process and data, too much data, at abainsidetrack@gmail.com. And please, if you haven't been to the Facebook page or the Apple Podcast reviews, please leave us a review, like us. And if you have anything funny you want to put, please do so. We so very, very much enjoy that. And since Jackie just realized it's a thing that she can access, she's going to be looking all the time. So please give her something to look for. All right, everybody. We will be back next week with our full-length episode on the preschool life skills. But until then, keep responding. Bye.